8 urban legends we believed were true.
From horrific cat sacrifices to the cryogenic frozen body of Walt Disney, here are 8 urban legends that were proven not to be true.
Number 8. Legend. Black cat sacrifices.
People all over the world have heard the stories of disappearing black cats around Halloween. The urban legend is about Satanists who try and adopt cats on the holiday for the sole purpose of sacrificing them for terrible rituals. People employed at humane societies, animal shelters, and veterinarians around the world have said that there's no evidence that says this urban legend is even true. It's one of those legends that has simply just passed down through generations from one person to another. Usually a story that can't be verified is a good indication that it's an urban legend.
Number 7. The iced bullet theory.
The legend of the ice bullet theory started with a police investigation of the death of an underworld figure that they believed was a victim of a gang killing. The victim had 5 bullet wounds through the body and the head, but there was no evidence of an exit wound or of the scene of the crime. With nothing to go on, ballistic experts allegedly found a way to freeze water into molds of bullets that created ice cube shapes that could be used to kill a person, and the evidence would just melt away. This story has been circulating for decades. Even conspiracy theorists, after hearing the story, thought that it might have been what happened during the assassination of John F. Kennedy. However, this story is simply an urban legend. Ballistic experts have conducted several methods of research and have found that it is impossible to fire a frozen bullet in the laboratory anyways. The ice instantly begins to melt when fired from the gun, even when fired at a low temperature.
Number 6. Legend. Exploding breast implants.
This is a popular story of a woman who apparently had her silicone implants explode while on a flight because of the cabin pressure, but there's absolutely no truth in this story. The popular TV series Mythbusters even tried to prove that the story may have been possible, but they busted the myth and said there's no way the story is true. There was, however, a story about an advertising executive in the mid-50s who was traveling with one of the models of his inflatable bra company, and she was wearing one of his bras. Her bust size began to increase with the plane's cabin pressure. The woman became embarrassed and hid in the cockpit for the rest of the flight. It's believed that this is the story that started the legend of the exploding breast implants.
Number 5. Legend. You can see the Great Wall of China from space.
The story has been passed around for decades and has even been in old textbooks. The legend goes that the Great Wall of China was the only structure that was man-made to be seen from outer space. However, thanks to the Chinese astronaut by the name of Yang Liwei, after her time aboard the International Space Station, she has said it's impossible to make out the 5,500-mile-long wall from space.
Number 4. Legend. Swallowing gum takes 7 years to digest.
Parents for years have been warning their children not to swallow their gum because the belief is that if you swallow your bubble gum, it takes 7 years to digest properly. It can even lead to death if a mass amount of gum is swallowed. The fact is that chewing gum is made of 5 ingredients: sweeteners, flavorings, softeners, corn syrup, and rosin. 4 of the ingredients actually dissolve in the mouth, but the base of the gum does not. It stays the same size for as long as it's chewed. If the base is swallowed, it's true that it won't digest, but it definitely won't stay in the chewer's stomach for 7 years. Doctors say that the base of the gum only takes 2 days to pass through the human body's waste system.
Number 3. Kidney thieves.
This story goes that people have woken up to find that they have an incision on their right side and one of their kidneys have been removed. Many movies have even been made that feature this legend. It's speculated that these people are kidnapped and drugged and wake up without their kidney. The truth is that this story began as a spam email, and there are in fact many variations of this legend.
Number 2. Legend. New York City sewer alligators.
This story started with a rumor that rich residents of New York who had vacations in Florida would return home with pet baby alligators, but eventually would end up flushing them down the toilets when they grew too big. They apparently did this because they thought sewers were the ideal spot for the alligators, due to the lack of sunshine and not underground. This story quickly grew into a legend that contained blind albino species living in the sewers of New York.
Number 1. Legend. Walt Disney's body is frozen.
The story is that in 1966, Walt Disney requested his body to be frozen so he could wait for the cure for lung cancer to be achieved. For all of you hopefuls out there, sorry to tell you, but Disney's family has gone on record saying that when he died, they had no idea that his condition was terminal. They also said that no arrangements to have his body frozen were ever made. There have been a number of claims that his body has been cryogenically preserved, and also that he's buried under the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Disney is peacefully resting at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Los Angeles, so this story is an urban legend with no truth behind it. However, what is true is that over 1,000 people have arranged to have their bodies cryogenically preserved, and according to the American Cryogenic Society, about 100 people from all over the world are in a cryogenic state.